We are back, everyone. This is the NewOaks AI Podcast. First full episode, let's say, for 2025 with our new screen, our new background, our new setup, and of course, Ray Luan, CEO of NewOaks AI. Welcome to the broadcast, Ray.
Thank you, Leland.
How's everything going with you today?
Yeah, everything goes well.
Good.
Yes.
Glad to
What
hear
can
it.
you
I got,
tell?
I
I
got a
like your
big.
hat.
You like that? Thanks. This
Yeah.
actually goes both ways. I can wear it either side.
Okay. Yeah. But like the
I,
other way.
I
Yeah.
tend to wear it like this a lot. That's just the way I
Right.
roll. It's kind of Frenchy, you know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah.
I'm in France or something.
Classic.
All right, so we've got quite a show today, Ray. I've got a lot of info here that you threw at me with regards to especially, and check this out, I got some new stuff that we're going to be putting on the screen.
Yeah.
We're going to start off the day today with a little bit of AI trends. So let's talk about AI trends, Ray. What's
Oh,
happening in the world of AI? I see something here. Looks like, honestly, there's a lot of this democratic AI talk, and I know nothing about this. You want to tell me something about all this democratic talk going on with AI?
yeah. So the Democratic talking, well, just
A free
recently,
market. It's about free market and competition,
yeah,
really, is all it
yeah,
comes down to. Tell us what this is going on.
yeah. Well, it's about OpenAI just released economic blueprint about AI. You know, so obviously AI so the blueprint is meant to empower America to keep the leading role in the AI industry.
Hmm.
Obviously, if you want to get strong in AI, you need to be leading in terms of chips, talent, energy, and also the algorithm and all the technology, right?
Hmm.
But after that, I just think from the culture and institution point of view, I mean, free market is one of the most important piece to keep US in the leading tier in the
Hmm.
during the competition. So I think, I mean, among those free market means fair competition and of course freedom of speech. I
Yes.
think that's the foremost important thing for the prosperity of AI because with freedom of speech, I mean, you can get all kind of knowledge and all the intelligence so that AI can become smarter and smarter. That's very it's not a rocket science, right? It's just a perspective from anyone that who has value and who is smart enough to know what AI is about.
Yeah, exactly. I see that as, like you said, it's safeguarding AI from misuse from government agencies as well, because that happens. I mean, we see
Yeah,
the abuse of power in any kind of software access, or honestly, any kind of access that contains a lot of information. We
yeah,
saw what happened with Cambridge Analytics and Facebook. A
yeah,
lot of data, a lot of
yeah,
data. So it's the same sense here where we've got a lot of data coming from a lot of public sources, and people are a little concerned about that. But we also have to measure what the benefit of allowing public access to a lot of this information will do for all of us in the future when it pertains to AI. So I think people really have to make a decision for themselves. Are you going to open up your books? Are you going to show? Are you going to be more transparent with your business going forward?
yeah,
Or are you going to hide it from AI and not let everyone fully take part in what could be a better world? So that's kind of
yeah.
my view of it anyway, Ray. What are the challenges with this whole free market principle, though? We're looking at users migrating now. What's the story? What are you hearing about TikTok? I got to bring
Yeah.
this up because you brought it up.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on here. I hear
Yeah.
word Elon wants to buy it. I hear word, just a lot of talk. That's all I think.
Right.
What do you
So,
think's going to happen?
well, I think TikTok has the Supreme Court has a debate, right? The
Hmm.
first
Hmm.
debate to make decision whether they want to carry on the regulation to ban TikTok.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem very optimistic for TikTok. So I mean, the public opinions says TikTok may be banned just right before Trump, come into the position,
Makes
right
sense.
before January 19th.
Hmm.
And then the question is who is gonna take over TikTok? I don't think TikTok is gonna be shut down.
No.
So the request from the government is that some American company needs to buy TikTok over, right? To become the major shareholder in that way. So there's rumors as right now Elon Musk is in the negotiation to take over TikTok because Elon. Well, another side of story is that as we mentioned, the AI, we need to prevent from government to abuse that,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But
That's
the
the whole
fact is
point.
that government is abusing every power that they have. I mean, not saying like other government, even the U.S. government, and also another dilemma from TikTok that the Chinese government may not allow it to be sold.
And I can
So,
understand that.
right. So, but with Elon is a special character. He has both good relationship with Chinese government and American government.
Sure.
So he could be the only person that will be accepted to become a major shareholder of TikTok. So that's a rumor, but I see that has some fair logic in it, right? The estimation, I mean, the hypothesis.
It makes sense for sure. I could see that being the one opportunity they have to just free themselves from all this garbage attitude that the US
Yep.
government has toward TikTok because I know why it's there. I
Yep.
don't know. And I bet a lot of our viewers do as well because all I saw during the lockdowns was the TikTok was literally, and I'm not afraid to say this, was
Yeah.
literally the one and only open source of truth that was available during that entire pandemic. So
Yep.
I'll just say it. I'm not afraid to because I witnessed it in real time. And so for
Yeah.
me, it's understandable why the US government wants to shut it down, but it's
Yeah.
not going to get very far, I don't think, in the end. It's just a lot of talk, really. They can
Yeah.
ban and block all they want, but in the end, TikTok will reign. They will be able to, one way or another, we're going to find a way over there. I don't care what anybody says. The American people want it. So for the American government to try and ban it is just ridiculous. It's just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get on to NewOaks then. Enough of the trends. I don't see anything else really going on, really, except for the fact that chips, data, energy, talent, there's a lot going on in that space. Do you see NVIDIA? Let me ask you this. Do you see NVIDIA remaining the king of AI
Mhm.
chips, or do you see China or AMD actually stepping in somewhere and really being a
Oh,
competition to NVIDIA? What do you think?
yeah, I would see Nvidia probably will keep is their leading position in the during the whole competition, but I don't think they will be the only option given time. So like from I think about in 10 years, I think AMD or another chip, maybe Google. Google is working on its own chips, right? Maybe Google or another like chip manufacturer will become like comparable with NVIDIA. But I think the speed that NVIDIA improve themselves is not, yeah, cannot be matched at
Can't
all. I think.
can't really keep
Yeah.
up.
So another story is that it's not about NVIDIA. It's literally a chip designing firm, right? But I think the real bottleneck is chip manufacturing, not designing.
True.
So yeah, so the Taiwan company that help NVIDIA to make chips is a real bottleneck.
Mhm.
It's the manufacturer. I mean, the chips is going to become smaller and smaller, right? In terms of the um, technology, right? So 2 millimeter, they're going now
That's
is
crazy.
immediately like
I
right
thought
5 millimeter, but 2 millimeter. And I think in the future maybe we have another different technology like quantum technology, right?
good
Quantum
point.
computers can
Light
do.
computers. I
Yeah,
saw light crystal computers proposed almost 10 years ago, which
yeah,
were using colored light feeds through fiber to actually run and power the machine and send
right,
ones and zeros through light sources. So I
right,
can see that definitely being the next step in
right,
computing and power, obviously,
yeah,
because we're limited by just the resistance in the types of chips that we build now. And
right,
when we remove that resistance, which we will at some point,
yeah.
we're going to find computing power, like you said,
Superconductor, right?
quantum
Yeah,
levels. Yeah, for sure.
yep.
All right, so let's talk about New Oaks. What have we got? I see all kinds of new stuff coming up, Ray, and I'm excited. I haven't even gotten to implement all of these yet. I was
Yeah.
over there, and I'll be honest, I was starting to build my intensive, and you started adding all these new features again, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to start just putting out some more content about New Oaks and my own, so that people get a better understanding of how they operate. You've come a long way with GHL, now including the GHL calendar, and you have a template release. Tell us about that.
Sure. So one of our focus this year is to have native integration and deeper integration with Go High Level, because I realized that Go High Level is a pretty cool software that they focus on improve marketing agencies business, right? They have done a lot of job from building websites to you know to help the business owners to manage their reviews and posts, and to lead capture appointments. They even have their own calendar. So this year, our focus is also to help main focus help marketing agencies to bring AI to automate marketing agencies work process, just to make it more productive. So that's why we built Go High Level integration, because Go High Level has a good CRMs, right? But there's some area that Go High Level didn't do well, which is conversational AI and the voice. So that's the area that we are going to improve. And I have been trying to integrate with Go High Level for the past months, but I found out the whole setup process is crazy. I mean, the learning curve is so steep that I don't think a lot of people. You need a very good background like yourself, Lina, to understand. So yeah, to make it work, right? But with the release of API V2, I mean, Go Ahead and release all of their features into API interface. That means that after NewOaks to get authorization from user, like for example, if you are a Go Ahead Level user, you authorize the access to the different features, then you do not need to worry about building the complicated trigger webhook workflows. Nice. You can just use prompt to do integration with Go High Level. Make it easy that even my grandma can make it work.
That's what we want.
Yeah. So the
easy
idea
enough for a 5-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So the idea is that so the templates is meant to allow us to build to collect information from the user, for example, lead information, but with dynamic parameters. Which means that it's not limited to name, email, phone number. You can add any custom field, right? Gotcha. To Go High Level, but without need to figure out what is the parameter type, is string, integer, and how do you define that parameter, and what field you need to insert that into the contact. We handle it all. It's everything is behind the scene, so that you just figure out what information you want to collect from the user, and then we will save it to Go High Level and book appointments to your Go High Level calendar. Everything is done with prompts. So that's the whole idea.
I can't wait to see those. I have not played with it yet, and I do have a Go High Level account outside of my own CRM, just because we like to stay abreast of everything and know what's going on in the CRM world. So I will definitely be implementing this into mine to see how well it operates, and I'll just do a little video on how I put it together in the near coming days. I'm sure doing a lot on the back, but we'll get it there. Other than that, Ray, we've got some other new features that are really cool. So something about a rebilling feature for the agencies. I'm excited about this. What's that?
Right. Well, so about the reason that we're working on new rebilling is that because we released the voice web call and the voice phone call feature to business owners, and some of the business owners found out, when they try out the voice call, there's always the voice. I mean, the AI stop answering questions and send me a ticket, right?
Oh.
And we did some research. I found out it's not because it was us. It's because a lot of our users OpenAI account is a low tier account, means they have very less usage. So OpenAI put rate limits on their account. Wow. They can only talk, to ask 20 questions within a minute, which caused a lot of pause and bad experience.
Got it.
With the voice AI. So that's the reason that I decided that the user can actually use our NewOaks AI's OpenAI API key, and then the agency owners can actually mark up on our key,
Oh, I see how you do it. So
and
we'll
it
be
charges
buying
you
credits. We'll get tokens from you and then resell them to our users.
exactly. But we
Perfect.
call the rebill is that you do not need to you do not need your customers to pay monthly subscription,
Mhm.
but it's kind of usage um, usage it's kind of usage based
Yeah.
payments, right?
Oh, that's
So
cool.
that's how we call it rebilling.
Hmm.
It's just benefit our business owner, I mean agency owners, just to make
Sure,
their
sure.
life easier. Yeah,
That makes sense. That's a
yeah,
neat idea. I love it. And we'll be talking
yeah,
about that some more as well.
yeah.
Batch calling list uploads. That's so that we can actually make outgoing calls with AI for anyone that's opted in on your list. How
Right.
does that function work?
Right. So last week we released AI outbound calls, right? But the pinpoint is that we can only call one number, right? For business owners. And then there are some agency customers say, hey, I have a batch of different like 10, I need to make like 20 to or 50 phone calls every day. I cannot dial one by one, right? So that's why I put batch calling feature, which means that you can put all the contact lists with a CSV file, and you upload the CSV file, and then the AI agent is gonna call every single number on the CSV file one by one in the sequence, so that free you from the repetitive work to have to dial and watch in front of the computer. So it's another improvement about that.
I love it. That's
Yeah,
always good to have a new feature where it comes to, because honestly, AI calling, I expect this to be a norm. I expect to be getting calls at some point
yeah,
from an AI agent if I've allowed them to do so. Obviously, I do not want to receive a call from an AI agent I'm not aware of calling me. That
yeah.
just, I'll hang up the phone instantly. It's just
Right.
one of those pet peeves of mine, and I'm sure millions of others hate it as well. And I,
Yeah.
I use that term probably loosely because I'm sure we shouldn't get emotional with an AI agent.
Right.
it's
Yeah.
just a, it's just a robot of software. It's nothing really doing anything personal. So you have
Yeah.
to accept that sometimes that it doesn't have an attitude, it doesn't have emotions, and we need to remember that sometimes. It doesn't do us any good to
Yeah.
express our emotions toward it in
Yeah.
that way. And I'm trying to teach people that as we move ahead, right? All
Yeah.
right. I'm just going to say, it looks like you've got revamp on the NewOaks AI homepage and refreshing the user experience, and also something about the chatbot layover demo. What's going on there?
Yes. So the chatbot layover demo is the feature also for marketing agencies. It allows agencies to have a URL for website, right? And just enter the URL, and then you can create a chatbot right away just for the demo purpose. So we are going to move that feature from the main page of white label URL to the login page, so that you can embed that feature into your login page and embed the login page to your own website.
I
Anyway,
understand. Yes,
yeah,
because on some of the other features, it's actually part of the log. If you don't have it on login, you won't see it because some
yeah,
people just use the login aspect.
exactly.
Uh, sorry, let me get back to the two of us. One of the things that some of the white label owners have is their own front end
Yeah,
onto their version, but that's something that's basically for agency owners. So appreciate
yeah,
that, Ray. We really do. And as we move ahead, I'm sure that's going to help us out a lot.
sure.
All right. Do you have anything else you'd like to close on? Just to recap, we've covered the fact that
Mhm.
democratization of open AI and the fact that AI in general should
Yeah,
really be considered because we have to look at the fact we don't want governments overtaking AI and using
yeah,
it to abuse us with it. That's the last thing we want to see.
right.
And also even just bad players. We don't want bad players using AI.
Yeah,
Along with that, a lot of rumors about TikTok. We'll see where that ends up in the final
yeah.
estimate. But
Mhm.
GHL, a lot of releases for that through New Oaks, along with the rebuilding feature and the batch calling. So, Ray, anything you want to say for 2025? Everyone should have gotten your AI or die
Yeah.
open letter to the public, and I'm really impressed that you're taking a stance like that. So, what do you see for 2025 in AI?
Yeah, in 2025, I think AI agents is gonna be a standard setup for all business owners. So that's why we want to go early on AI agents, and that's why we want to focus on. So our new, as I mentioned, we're gonna revamp our website. It's going to be released by the end of, I mean, today, right? Today or tomorrow. Okay. But so my vision, our tagline is that we are becoming the voice first AI employee business to automate marketing agencies workflow. So voice first AI employees. That's what we're building. Okay. I
I
imagine
like
by
it.
the end of 2025 that everybody is going to use voice. That's the number one thing because it's so natural, right? Voice is the wedge to all different vertical industries. And secondly, we want to build not only an agent, but AI employee. Well, the definition of AI employee is that we not only allowed AI to take actions, but we allow AI to conduct a series of actions and finish the task automatically. It's just like Jensen Huang from NVIDIA says, in the future, there's no in any company, there's no department of IT. The department of IT or department of AI will become the department of HR because the only thing you need to do is hire AI employees.
Mhm.
So I think that makes sense. So the department of IT will become the department of human resource because you are hiring AI employees only. I think that's the
That's
that I think that sentence exactly described my vision
sure.
for 2025. Yeah,
No, I totally get it.
yeah.
And I've actually been playing around a little bit with New Oaks, and I've been kind of playing. You're familiar with like Russian nested dolls?
Oh
And
yeah,
okay, so
yeah.
I've been playing with the concept of nesting bots inside bots, and
Okay.
actually getting the original, like kind of an HQ bot that then
Yeah.
assigns tasks to the lesser ones. And it's
Right.
actually working, which I'm finding interesting. There's going to
Yeah.
be some stuff that you and I should talk about to see if we can create
Mhm.
potential workflows based
Yep.
on,
Yeah.
key factors within what direction the bot's going to take. And I think
Yeah.
that's where we're headed anyway. When it comes to employees, they have to have
Actually,
tools, right?
right.
So,
Actually, we already create a MVP of workflow. I can tell you how it works
yeah, sure.
right now. So we have a marketing agency customer. They build workflow for dentistry, right, in the US.
Hmm.
So the request is that on the first part is it's a survey agent. It's going to ask the patient their qualification, right, pre-screen, like
Sure.
their name, email, phone number, and also their teeth conditions,
Yep.
and also their income or whether they have insurance or not, right? Once they are qualified as a high quality lead, and then everything will be saved into their CRM, which is go high level. And then when the customer who is qualified will go to another page, which is called thank you page. So we build another thank you AI agent to take the high quality customers
Hmm.
and then to book a consultation appointment accordingly. So this is what we got. We do we first we pre-screen the customers on the say on the first
Sure.
AI agent, and then we save the information on the back end, and then on the second page we grab the information, the contact information from go high level, and so the moment that the customer is opening the thank you page on the screen is that, hey, Leland,
Everything about you and what you're,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
that's awesome.
Thank you for contact us. And here is the consultation appointment, and also please go ahead to pay for before do the consultation, and it's fully refundable. Blah 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 blah. So it's highly customized message, right? Beforehand, and
That's
then
nice.
the
I like
user
that.
will feel very warm, and welcomed because of that. So we're already building that. It's a two-stage workflow is MVP, but is working.
And
Um,
see, this is the difference. This is the difference in customer service. When you make a phone call to someone on an 800 number, you get a
yeah,
person on the line and you ask questions.
yeah,
What do? You get
yeah,
verbal responses. However, very little do you get the opportunity to receive documentation, instant booking, the ability to decide what your account data is and reflect on orders or whatever else you might be talking with, because they're going to direct you to someone else. And it's going to
Exactly.
take minutes for that call to complete and get you to the other person who knows
Yep.
nothing about you whatsoever. They're like,
Yeah.
now you got to explain yourself to them, who you are, why you're there, what you're calling for, again
Yeah.
for the second time. And if they
Yeah.
send you anyone else, you're doing it a third time. So in
Mhm.
this case, with an AI customer service agent,
Yep.
you fill it in one time as to who you are and why you're
Yes.
there. It will always remember that. And then
Yep.
the response time and the ability for it to respond in kind with formats such as PDF files, emails, imagery, whatever it might be, or even a spreadsheet display, or as much as send you a form letter in text format inside the widget. It opens up a whole new game to customer service. It's just
Exactly.
it's not the same anymore.
So we keep the context information. It says it looks like the AI agent got memories, so it's which is cool and so much fun. Yeah.
Love it. All
Yeah.
right, Ray, why don't we wrap it up for today? We about hit our half hour. I appreciate
Yep.
your time here today, as always, on the NewOaks AI podcast. So, new time,
Yep.
same day. So, it's Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. From here on out, Ray and I have made it. It's easier for him because it's in the morning. It works better for him, works better for me as well, so that I can meet with my men's group in the morning, things like that. So, thank you, Ray, for accommodating me as well. And we will be back next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, for another episode 29. We're almost to 30, Ray. We're getting there.
Yeah. Wow. Hitting
Episode
there.
29. We'll have this one up and ready to go in a few minutes. So take care. Have a great week. We'll see you next time, Ray.
Take care. Have a nice
Take care.
week. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, if I can get you on the screen, we'll be good.